Hey, I hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. Putting our music on, double making sure that my stream is actually on and functioning. Looks pretty good. Hopefully all of you are having a wonderful day. I myself am struggling. The allergies are kind of still kicking my butt. I was feeling better yesterday, but just, took some medicine. So if I sound a little congested, if I sound a little off, that's probably why. I will also be muting somewhat frequently to either do gross body stuff, aka blow my nose, or bother my neighbors with my sneezes. And for those that may or may not know, I have been cursed with uber dad sneezes. Which random fun fact, did you know that sneezing is a learned behavior? Well, not sneezing itself, but the sound of sneezing is a learned behavior. So where you grew up and you're surrounded by your environment, the people in your lives, how they sneezed shape how you sneeze as an individual. They did a lot of studies as far as I think they did a couple of twin studies, but I think the biggest indicator was the studies relating to people who were born deaf and people who became deaf later in life, and then compared their sneezes together, because you would think they would be the same if it wasn't a learned process. And they were very different. So it is a learned thing. And my father, his sneezes shook the house. So I had no chance. Like zero actual chance to have like a normal, decent human being sneeze. A lot of my friends can contest to this as well. So I will be muting. I mean, it's likely that it will block it, but for my sound gate will kind of like, it won't go through. But just in case of blowing out y'all's eardrums, I'm gonna be muting unless it just sneaks up on me, in which I'll just apologize. So today, what are we doing? We are going to be doing a drawing practice. Specifically, we're going to try to get better as far as learning how to draw kind of like anime style, because when I tried to do the VTuber model, I hit a wall really, really quickly, and it was exceptionally demotivating to the point where I couldn't even move forward with. So by doing practice, by doing just like improving myself in that way, I should be able to move forward with then adjusting and making a decent improvement in my skills to move forward with the model. And we'll be doing a little bit. It's not like we'll be doing a whole entire model. Instead, what we will be doing is more or less picking a piece apart and then improving on that particular part. So let me go ahead and pick this window capture. We're just gonna go ahead and boop. So first things first is that we're gonna find a good reference. And I want to use the reference of the character that kind of inspired the overall look of the idealist that I kind of want to adapt and adjust accordingly. And I think y'all, at least a lot of y'all, will recognize him. Oh gosh, what was his name? He was in why am I blanking? That Van Helsing anime? Helsing Ultimate. Yeah, Helsing. What's his name? It's the Frenchman. Pip. Pip. He is the character kind of inspiration for, I mean, obviously not him. Pip is a little too grisly, I guess is a good way of putting it. Too battle worn, if that makes sense. But the overall outfit and vibe of it is similar. I love the braided hair in the back. I like the coat with the rolled up sleeves. I like the glove. So I need to find like a good full body. Would this work? That's not bad. Do I want to do the scarf though? Probably not. But it is eye-catching. So what we're gonna do is that I would like to do a little bit on the face here. This one ain't bad. But I want a better look on the eyes. If we could just find a good reference. Like, I like the smirk. That this person did really well on the eyes. But if I want to try to do it as much as possible, it's from the source material versus through someone else's eyes of the source material. You know, you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, the best reference is life, but unfortunately, Pip is not alive, so it's not. I'm digging this one. What would be a good reference? Let's see here. What did I say? It was like 100. Yeah. Maybe we can look here. Let's see what this one. I adore him. Let's see. Let's find a good one. That one's not bad. We're probably just gonna do face today. I'm surprised this one. There is one that's on Google that I'm surprised is not in here. Simply because it's very well done. The one I'm talking about is this one. So well done. So good. But there isn't enough of the face. Like, if I was going to do more of a full body thing, this would be really cool to try to like get to do. If possible, I would like to be able to get the hair in, but today we're going to try to do faces and eyes specifically because that's the one. Ooh, this one ain't bad. This one ain't bad. Okay. We got the smirk, we got some eye, we got a bit of the hair. Okay. And if we're feeling cocky, we can do a little bit of the hat too. Am I also thinking hat? I'm also thinking hat a lot because it would be fun to mess with the hat. You like different hats for different games, for different jobs. And listen, one of the reasons that I want to learn and get good in art in this aspect is like, if I want to just make something real quick that is specific to what I'm doing at that time, that's so freeing. That's so much power. that's so powerful to be like, oh, we're playing Dead Space, let me just make a necromorph version real quick for my guy and just throw it in. Like, it's good, it's fun, and to not be limited by either like time or money, and then just be able to make or create the thing that you want to make or create then and there is such a mood. I love it. So we'll use this as a reference. And for those, as far as the process that I will be doing, right? It will be something specifically, I watched a video recently from Oridays called the blind method. So what it's gonna be, let me pull up my, actually, I never have my pen. Every time, I never have my pen. It's like I'm not even prepared. It's like I haven't been doing this for a month now. You'd think I would learn. Crazy. Okay. So, the blind method is essentially well, there's a handful of steps. We take the reference. We take the reference, and yes, that's my crappy handwriting. A combination of chicken scratch and cursive. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. I even took classes to work on my handwriting when I was younger, and this is the result of it. Crazy. So we got a reference. Then, what we're going to do is that we will try to draw from reference. All right. Then we're going to overlay and compare. Duplicate. The drawing that I made. Then we're gonna make it with a new color. Adjust one of the things, one of them. One comparison. Actually, there is another step in here that I missed. Before the draw from reference, you try to make sense of reference. Specifically, I'm referring to like the shape of the head. So like you really try to get into the nitty gritty. It's like, okay, where's the head shape? What about like the shapes, we're not going to go colors or shadings, but like the overall shape, the flow, the position of the eyes on the shape of the head, just really trying to get the shape language into my brain, and then draw from reference, in which we just have it up and then we draw it. And then we overlay it. Then we duplicate the drawing that we made. One of them in which we're going to directly mess with. Actually, I would probably going to do it 3 times. So we see the original of what we drew. Then we have 2 duplications. One of which is going to have like different color, and we're going to manually adjust and make those changes. And we see the highlights of those changes. So you can think of it as like when a teacher comes back through your work and then makes edits on your paper. They don't use the same ink of what you wrote in. It's something that like pops out at you, right? Then we're going to update the second duplicate manually. Not through transform, not through any of that, literally through eraser and pen. Then overlay a second time. And see how much we've improved. And then what we'll end up having comparison, the one with the different color. We'll have the adjustment, the ones that we adjust after we see what we were off on, and then the original. That's not how you spell original. We're just gonna... I don't know how to spell original. Am I about to Google it? Maybe. Let's see. Original. Oh! I spelled it. Why did it look weird? Original. Why does that word looks real weird to me? It's fine. Maybe it's my drawing. Gotta blow my nose, gotta mute. This is with medicine too. This is ridiculous. I haven't had a spring this bad for my allergies in a long time. I don't know what is going on. Whew. All right. So we have the comparison, the adjustment, and the original. The comparison is the one where we literally directly compared and then had the different colored marks. The adjustment is we redraw trying to duplicate what we just adjusted with, but with no red marks. And then the original, that is just, that's the one that we drew originally, and then we compare all three to see how we went about. It's like, does it look better? Oh, and then when we adjust for the comparison, before we move on, we write down why there are differences. We try to make sense of it, right? So like, why are the eyes positioned the way they are? Why is the chin shaped this way? Why is the mouth in this particular angle? Like, we need to make sure we understand, or we think we can understand why. It matters less that it's like the real reason why they did it the way they did it. What matters is that we think we can understand it and we can duplicate it and it makes sense. You know? It doesn't have to be perfect. So after we end up with the comparison, we have the comparison, adjustment, original. Then we do it again without looking at reference. And then we repeat. Like, a lot. We repeat until we feel like that we're not making any kind of adjustments anymore. But finally, make new drawing with different angle. Good job, Will. Angle. What that will do is that will kind of test to see if we actually learned what we thought we learned, or if we just learned how to, like, did we fully understand it, or we just regurgitating? You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of active memory, and by doing it without looking at the reference, we really force our brain to pay attention. And then as we're trying to do it again and again and again, we try to adjust, we try to learn from the adjustments, etc. So I'm gonna let y'all kind of take a look at this man as I pull up the reference on my iPad here. and y'all can take like screenshots, and you can do the same thing I'm doing, or you could do your own thing, find your own reference, do your own, find the thing that you see and you're like, ooh, that's so cool. I would love to be able to draw like that. There's some manhwas that would be pretty sweet to kind of have that kind of art style. But in this case, it's this guy. It's gonna be Pip, because Pip was the original inspiration as far as the look of the character for the Idealist. So it seems like it would be a good place to start. And then we can potentially go into the direction of like, maybe I do a more in-depth in eyes, where like I really like the eyes of this person or something like that, and then we can do this same process with that and then bring it over. Let's see. And then we're gonna do Pip Bernadotte. And then we're going to copy paste. Paste. Let's resize it. Can I just resize it? We'll see. I'll switch it over so you see what I'm messing with. It's a bit small, ain't it? I mean, what I could do is just do like this. Let's see. Oops. Let's make it a little bigger, yeah? Then how do we scale accordingly? I want to make it bigger. I'm not seeing a way to adjust the scale. Huh. The only one I know is like this one. And then we do this. Nope. Oh, dang it. What's that last one? Okay. Okay. So we got our reference. And now you're going to watch me be very bad at this. But first we're going to try to understand it. That's what we're going to do, right? Okie dokie. So we got kind of like a little bit around, a little bit of angle there, a little straight, and then it curves up. More like that. Maybe like kind of like that. And then we actually, I think this might be closer to like here. Yeah, that's making a little more sense to me. This is actually a little too low. have here, and then we have here. Maybe? Maybe like here? So it's kind of like... Ah! Oh, my hands! They hurt whatever they touch. Okay. So we kind of have like a little bit of sharpness to the jaw here. So it sharps and then it kind of rounds out a little bit. The ear is just below the line. There we go. So it's kind of like in thirds, looks like. Not really. It looks like the mouth is pretty close to the nose. I'm marking like the bottom of the nose, the center of the eyes. The hair is a little harder to tell. Sorry, sneeze. Let's make sure I accidentally hit the button in the back. Nope. Okay, good. Okay. And then we'll also draw the hat a bit, though it's a little harder to tell. And then it looks like it kind of just comes from the back. So it like goes behind the ear and then up. And then as far as hair goes, you just kind of like scruff a little bit from the right and the left, a little bit down. The eye shape looks like it's specifically cut off by the hat, so you don't see the whole eye. And then the eye patch is even deeper, right? And then it looks like some of them actually like come out like that, interestingly enough. Blow a nose, be right back. And I'm back. Alright, my tissue's literally right here. I don't know about y'all, but when I have allergies or if I'm like congested, my first thing that I want is to put to eat like something spicy. Something where it like really gets the floodgates going, that allows like to get all that congestion just out of there. And it really feels a lot better once I'm done with it. So I literally went to the grocery store today. I do need to do a full grocery store run, but I didn't really have time to like do that. So I literally just went to the one near my place and got like, there are these like pre-made like hot wings that are really good, but I stopped buying them because A, they're a little expensive, and B, they're really, really, really salty. Like the sodium is just out of control on it, so I stopped eating them. But I really do enjoy it, but they're also very hot. So I went over, bought some, got some more milk, which kind of feels counterintuitive because milk creates more mucus, etc. But I certainly don't feel nearly as congested as I did before. All right, enough tangent. And then the braid, yeah. Like, looks like there's a handful there. No, it's gonna be hard for my brain. It's like, okay, so this person's facing, so it should, in my head, it should be like this, but it's not. So there's something wrong in the perspective of my head, where it's like, but I don't think he's facing. I think even my line here is wrong. I think it should be more like that. Right? No. Because the nose is facing to the right. It's facing this way. He's not looking like at me. He's looking like that way. Like to my right. Okay. Alright. Now, you guys ready for this nonsense? Okay, look, as far as drawing goes, like, I'm like preparing y'all for this. I'm like, I'm not good. This is not gonna be good. So, the first few times, please be kind. Be kind, because like it's yeah, this is not. Ugh. All right. Okay, I'm just testing to see if the line weight is good. Okay. I'm nervous. Oh God. But I want to get good. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Fuck. Okay, to kind of put in perspective with this, I'm a draw from imagination kind of guy. So having the drawing like right next to it, and I see the differences immediately, and without the filter of my brain, it's harsh. It's a harsh reality. It's a cold reality. Oh gosh. Okay. No, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. We'll start with the chin. I warned y'all. I warned y'all how this was going to end up being. All right. Don't come at me now. Oh god, it's so bad. Is it too late? Is it too late to turn around? Dad, turn around the car. I don't want to go to Disney World anymore. I'm gonna look up on the reference on the computer. It's a little brighter on that one. That doesn't feel like cheating to me. It's very very bright in here. Then it's so bad. It's so bad. Ah, okay. No, it's fine. We're fine. Yeah, the name's that. Yeah, that's totally his nose. Oh God, it gets worse. Oh no. All right. No, we're fine. We're fine. I thought I could draw. The fuck? What the fuck is wrong with me? What kind of hole was I living in that I thought I could draw? The fuck am I doing? I quit my day job for this? Like, that's fine. Do we have to say the duplicates? I could just forget. I could just conveniently forget the duplicates. Why does he look like the way he does? Oh my God, it's so bad. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. We're fine. This is my starting point looking at a reference? Oh my gosh. I'll try my best not to sniff in the mic, which I'm gonna blow my nose now. And I'm back. All right. Gosh, it's so bad. Why did anyone tell me I was drawing? What did you fill my head with? Oh, it's not lining up. This should be lower. Oh man. Oh, it's bad. And then it looks like it's just like what do y'all think? It's so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm putting this on the internet. Oh. What is wrong with me? That's fine. No, we're good. Confidence. Be kind to yourself. Oh, gosh. Being kind to myself for not just ending it all right now. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna move it. Okay. God. So bad. I don't want to see the overlay. I don't want to see it. I don't. If you were an art teacher, what would you grade my thing? Why would you grade it? Oh my gosh. A for effort. That's what I would give it. Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna duplicate it. Where is do I not have a copy paste thing? Really? Can I do it from here? Yeah, there we go. And then edit, paste. Where is it? There it is. There we go. There are my 3 heads. Oh, it's so bad. It's also way too effing big. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you up here. We're gonna switch this to my color. And in case y'all are wondering, yes, this is my favorite color. A dark forest green is my favorite color. You would think with all the purple, I would be like, oh no, it's purple. No, it's just that there's a particular shade of purple that is going to be the color of the aura and stuff like that in the final version that I absolutely adore. I love it. It's my second favorite color, and I feel that it is complementary to my favorite color. All right. This is what we have to do, is that we have to put this down to 50% opacity. That's close enough, I guess. And then what we're gonna do... Oh my god! Look at it! It's so wrong! It's not even close! It's not even close. My eyes are bad. These are bad. I started with the chin, so technically I started here, and look how bad it went. It went so far up. It's gone. Oh my god. Look at it. Oh man. That's bad. That is... Woo. That is bad. Alright. What did we learn? We learned that I suck at drawing. The overall head shape, though, I'll give myself that. The overall head shape was actually pretty okay. Because look, we see the... Oh, what? What did I do? There we go. Overall head shape is like there, right? Whoops. That explains it. I was like, why does it not look good? right? Overall, the head shape was actually okay. So I'll give myself there. The head shape is all right. I just didn't know what to do with the fucking head and where to put it on the head. So we're going to go ahead and erase some of this. Gosh, where do I even start? This needs to be brought up. Oop. Can't even trace well. And like the neck placement was also spot on. So at least there's like some semblance. Why is it not going where I want it to? Okay, there we go. So that was way off. So like it's like my width was okay, but my length was it was stretched. It's like my thing is like I took it. I just need to like smush it down. Honestly, that's what I might like actually hold on. We take and then we just shrinking. Maybe this? No, I don't want to make it smaller. $500. Okay. It doesn't do anything. But yeah, it looks like the issue that I had was that I took the head that I originally made, which was actually pretty good, as well as the neck placement was also really good, and then I just stretched it. My brain stretches it vertically. As if he was being sucked into a black hole. Like my soul right now. Oh god, that nose. Okay. Let's just slowly make our way up, I suppose. Oh, did I accidentally? Bro. Is there like a history? There we go. Is this good? No, it's not good. And then we get rid of all that. No. I'm seeing if there's like a transform transform, like an easy transform button that I can mess with, because I feel like erasing it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, I want to transform it, not erase it. You know what I mean? So let's see here. This is Studio Transform. Excuse me. Free transform, selection tool. Use selections to select the area you want to transform. Okay. Let's say it's like this whole area, right? Then edit menu, transform. Free transform. Oh gosh. Really? Is that what I have to do? Cancel. I think what I'll do instead is that I will do the selection pen. And then we do scale rotate. Is there one that's right here that I can be like, oh, freeze transform, perfect. Doesn't look like it to me. So edit, transform, free transform. See, I feel like this is what they wanted it. They didn't want me to redraw it. They wanted me to be like, okay, physically shift. Honestly, that's a little better. Cancel. I said we redraw. I know, I literally just said like, I feel like this is what they want. I feel like me erasing it, redrawing it, repositioning things is kind of the same. I think the transformation tool is supposed to be like a shortcut. But am I good enough for shortcuts right now? Like, honestly, I don't think so. Line smooth. There we go. I also made the cigarette way too thick. Wrong angle. This one actually has a couple of little cigarette stuff there, and then we make them kind of go up. Okay, so this one was actually pretty... This was just way too high up. That's the stretching thing, right? And then I made the mouth way too big. Right. So, the black are the things that I didn't change. Okay, so it is kind of similar. Let me make sure that I'm looking at this right by pulling up the other one. There you are. I believe we're okay. It's kind of hard to tell. Can y'all see it? Am I off? I feel like I'm off. It might be just the shading. Let's see, can I zoom in on the computer? Not without it being so stupid. And it looks like there's a little bit of some there. And they had like this part. It's kind of like a shading thing. I try not to do the shading parts at all, but I feel like they use the shading to like depict the other side of the nose. Good blow my nose, be right back. Good news, everyone! I think I'm running out of mucus. Hallelujah. Alright. I should also be putting a band-aid on it. Like, that should have been a part of the thing. I just straight up missed it. And then we just... Okay. Honestly, we may need to increase this a bit. Okay. More like 60%, right? And then... do I need to cut this down a little bit? Like, my god. And then there's like a little space. And then there's... this is just all up in the way. Okay, and then we just... Like, the bottom actually was pretty accurate, which is why it's so weird. I don't even normally, they also emphasized like, oh, you want to make sure you write notes as far as why other person did this versus not this. I don't think I'm at that stage. I don't think I'm on that stage. I'm literally at the stage of, why is your thing stretched? Looks like this one is, they just kept going up. And then they have a little bit of the Band-Aid from the other side. And then... You see the eye way up there? Yeah, that's not where it should have been. You know what's going to be fun? Trying to change this to this. That's going to be fun. Ooh. All right. As far as the hat goes, it looks like it's about kind of like that. The line isn't perfectly straight, but I don't think it really needs to be. Especially for this. As far as the hat, however, as far as how the look of it, it's not terrible. So it was recommended that we do the blind comparison about, in order to really, really leave an impression, it was like 10 to 20 times. Between each one taking about 10 minutes or so, which I calculated out. I think it was like 20 times like 10 minutes, or maybe it was 20 times 20 minutes, and I divided that by how many hours. Yeah, if it was like 10 minutes each, we could make it happen, right? I don't think I'm going to be doing each iteration 10 minutes each. I don't even know if this counts as 2 or 1. Well, technically, we haven't even gotten to the blind yet. This is with reference. It's this bad with reference that I'm looking at with my own eyes. Ooh. But of course I'm bad, right? Of course I'm bad. That's the whole point. The whole point is to see your faults and to do better. As you can see, I am seeing my faults. Is that... I might be looking at the shadow here. Why can I not draw here? There we go. That's better. My brain wants to make talons. That's where it likes. It likes that. It likes the little bulb ends. So whenever I draw hair, it's like, ooh, talons? I'm like, no. Brain. As I can see here, actually, kind of close, right? It's not terribly off. Like, the stretching started like here. That's where the stretching started. Like, halfway through the head, suddenly my brain was just like, oh, it means we want to stretch this to infinity. And I think this also gives a good thing as far as why I couldn't get like the eye to fit the face, right? My proportions are so out of whack. My fundamental in proportions is very poor, in my opinion. Like, not so poor, like, and that's the thing, is like, I took anatomy, I took physiology, I know how the body should work in, for the most part, work. But so I was like, oh, it's probably fine. But I think I just haven't taught my brain right as far as looking at something and then replicating that thing. My brain kind of plays with it a bit. It's not a one-to-one. And I need to kind of refine it a little more. A lot more. But this exercise should, if anything, show that my help fix the proportion issue, right? I won't have the kind of insane stretching that I had, right? It looks like it's here. I'm like keeping a little bit of the black there to kind of show like, hey, no, you actually did pretty okay when it came to like this area. I'm trying to tell if this is something. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it went up a little bit earlier. There we go. Blowing my nose and sneezing. I swear, one of these sneezes are going to throw my back out. I feel it. Oh. Hey. Listen, I need to prop myself up. But yeah, it, like, the little bit there is actually pretty good. The head shape was actually pretty solid. So getting the head, which is funny, the shape was fine. Putting things on the shape was not fine. For the most part. My head and neck placement, mwah, beautiful, perfect. It's, I wouldn't say perfect, but pretty damn close to it. It was just the location of things on the body. Like, hey, the eyes don't need to go all the way up there. And there really wouldn't have been anything no matter what I wanted to draw, If I was going to draw anything with this level of proportion issues, it was going to look shit. And that's why understanding and learning your fundamentals is so important. Maybe I'll also do a shading study on this one, because there's a lot of shading, and then see if I could get the shading right, or at least close to right for the most part, because I'm a lot more confident in my shading than I am in a lot of other things when it comes to my fundamentals. Understanding how the light reflects and bounces, and color theory I'm getting more confident in. Unfortunately, the ear is one of those things that just did not... Hat placement, actually, is just a little too off. So now we... And I don't think I made any kind of, like, indicator of an inner ear. I definitely should have. I also completely forgot about the ponytail. So there is a couple of... Wow, what a squiggly ass line. 1 second. So knowing how to look at a drawing is also important. Looking at the drawing explains the drawing. And then we're going to go ahead and... I think that keeps going. I honestly can't tell in the picture if it keeps going or not. And then this one, from the hair that way, except not fully. Okay, I remember. I saw the diamond, and also I can't even say I remembered this well. I didn't remember shit. I was looking at it. So if anything, it shows I don't know how to look. Also, this has texture to it. And I think I can see a little something there. Honestly, hard to tell. Maybe when I get good enough, I could just transform. And be like, oops, still a little too stretchy, tee-hee. Oh, so this one is just this. It's a hair. Okay. Also, one big mistake is that I kept the head shape. Maybe that was a lack in confidence in myself. Yep. See that curve there? That's the instinct to want to draw claws. Looks like this just goes so straight up. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. No, it looks like this one's the first one that kind of goes out the other way. No. This actually is the line that goes all the way up that way. Maybe I need to focus more on the lines that go all the way up. Maybe that's what makes it really pop. Let's increase this up a little bit. Gosh, excuse me. Blow nose again. Maybe I need to take another one. Let me check my allergy meds and see if I can take another. Not more than 1 per 24 hours, so no, that is not what I'm gonna do. How's my pen doing? Let's see. We're fine. It would be better if it was 69%, but we're good. Get rid of you. Now let's kind of look. We know we messed up the eyes, etc. Let's look at the hat, right? Obviously the proportions of the hat are wrong. The line's a little thicker. Sorry, I'm just vibing to the music now. A little thicker. Oh boy. That was way not confident. But to be fair, I'm not confident. And by confident, I mean like that. Where you kind of have to use your whole arm in one single confident line. Like that. See how that one's a little more wobbly? That's because I was less confident. There was one time when I went hang gliding with my dad. He took us out to this desert beach. I forget where it was. And he there were like, it was one of those beaches where there's like dunes on them. I want to say it was somewhere in Florida. But honestly, I don't remember. Wait, what? Why did that pop up? Hold up. Weird. Okay. I don't know why that alert went off. I sent that out a while ago. Anyway, I was it was one of those beaches where there are actual like desert dunes at, and it was pretty fun. But the reason I even brought it up, I honestly can't even tell if this goes all the way. Am I doing it right? Let's see. It almost looks like it's kind of blends into the shading, like here, and then it just kind of, and then there's like just a thing there. Actually, kind of more like a different avenues of shading there. You kind of see it. I wanted to avoid shading as much as possible, but maybe not. Maybe shadings should be part of this, because it seems like a lot they utilize the shading. So here's something. We can be like utilized shading as part of line work. Because like the lines of things would disappear, but the shading would kind of substitute for it. Which is pretty interesting, because it makes sense, right? Lines are more visible in brighter light. Like, and then once the light becomes dimmer and dimmer, it's harder and harder to distinguish lines. It just kind of blurs into the background darkness, right? Actually a pretty decent lesson to learn. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, so we're standing there being instructed by this instructor for hang gliding off of one of the bigger dunes, and it was just like jumping off a big dune and then just try to glide at least a little bit, right? You're not actually like gonna take off somewhere. And like the final version of this is like going on like a speedboat or something near the beach and then like taking off. And I remember laughing at my brother as he just bam, just slammed on the ground. And then it was my turn and I did the exact same thing. It takes the wind out of you because you land like on your chest. And so it just takes a lot out of you. And the instructor is like, do you want to know the people who do the best with hang gliding? I'm like, no, what? And he said, people who are as high as hell. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, the only way to hang glide is to relinquish control of the hang glider. The less control you try to put over it, the more it's gonna work for you. So when I jump off, I like knuckle grip. Like I just hold on to it to try to like get it to go where I want it to go. And then it's just like, oh, okay. And then we just fall straight down because that's not how you should go about it. Drawing, in a way, is kind of like that. The more control you try to put over it, the more it shows your lack of confidence. But the more you just let it flow, that's when it really comes to life. You know? I try to have a little bit of a life lesson within every one of these videos. Totally not for YouTube Shorts. Totally not. What are you talking about? As far as angle goes, as far as proportion goes, it's pretty close. I kind of got it close here. Again, vertical stretch. We're ignoring that. I already know that's a problem. But now I'm looking at width. I'm looking at angle. And honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not terrible. Now, am I going to get through 19 more of these today? Probably not. But maybe the first one just takes the longest, you know? Turn this a little bit. Oop. Also, what helps with line confidence is using larger parts of your body to move. Let's see here. It looks like there's less of a curve here that there needs to be. By that I mean, that's why it's like, it's good to like stand up. It's good to have, I wouldn't say, is it a requirement to have a bigger screen? No, but like moving your arm from your shoulder. So I'll show you. It's like, this is hand. This is elbow. This is shoulder. I don't know what that shows you. It's just 3 lines. But like, it feels a lot smoother and quicker with the, like, you go to the bigger muscles to do the wider ones, whereas you do the hands for the smaller ones. In my experience. Is it the right decision? What do I look like, a teacher? Hell no. But I am trying to teach myself. Even though that's not 100% accurate. No, it isn't. What is teaching yourself if not just trying to learn from as many different people as possible? That tends to be my learning style overall, is Frankensteining a whole bunch of people's perception and advice into one. So overall, it was too flat. It needed a bit of a curve there. And it looks like I missed a very important part, because I thought this looked a little weird. There you go. So you now know you have the crinkle in the hat. So it's like it's folded up. So we good. Let's turn this back up. Why is this random band here? Was this hair? It might have. I don't know. Isn't it so much better though? When the head isn't fucking like, "Ow, take me to your leader." Oh, speaking of which. Getting the eye. Yeah, the half moon. Half moon? Half full? Half... I don't know what to call the shape. Wow, good job. My brain is muddled, okay? Between the allergies and the allergy medicine, I don't really stand much of a chance here. What is this band across here? Is that like my first... I'm just looking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's down here? Oh, is that like the bottom of the hat? I put it way the fuck up there. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I put the hat way up there. That's crazy. Who would have done that? Whoever does this obviously doesn't know how to draw. But that is fine. To not know how to draw, to not know how to do something is absolutely fine. Certainly not a crime not to know how to draw. But if you want to know how to draw, learning how and constantly trying to improve yourself, that's how you go about it. And you will always be trying to improve yourself in it. That is a never-ending battle. Now, do I plan on that? Do I plan on working on drawing for all time? No. But I'm crazy. I want to gain proficiency, not expertise. Meaning, I want to be able to do it to the extent that I can draw what I need to draw, and then challenge myself occasionally when I feel like I'm lacking in the thing I want to draw. But I don't want to be like a professional artist that has like 25 plus years in art, and I'm just like an expert and I do classes and all that other kind of stuff. No, that you do that when you've truly fallen in love with something and you're like, this is what I want to do with my entire life. What I want to do is just I mean, I'm still learning that part, aren't I? And I'm in my 30s. I'm old as hell as far as the internet's concerned. Hell, as far as Twitch is concerned. Damn sneezes. Blow my nose. While I'm thinking about it, let's make sure that the thing's on. It's currently looping. It is currently looping. Okay. There's been a handful of times where we've listened to the music and it just moves on to something that I shouldn't be playing on stream. Actually, you know what? Let's take how long have we been doing? This feels like a bathroom break. Hour and a half? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bathroom break. Get some water. And I'll see y'all in a second. What y'all end up getting? I personally got some leftover ice cream cake. It's been in the fridge for a bit. My mom made it for me. She makes me what is probably considered very boring, but it is my favorite. White cake, white icing. And she's made it pretty much for my birthday for as long as I remember. I don't know how old. Now, am I eating this with milk? Yeah. Am I probably gonna regret that? Yeah. I also woke up last night with a mean Charlie horse. I don't know if that's ever happened to y'all, but whoo, man, it was bad. For those that don't know, because apparently some people don't, when you have a Charlie horse, which is, by the way, the cramp in your calf muscle on your lower leg, if you stretch your foot, it will alleviate it will relieve it. I've just instinctually been doing it all my life. But a friend of mine was talking to me. It was just like, oh, did you know? And I'm like, yeah, what do you mean? And he's like, oh. I was like, I didn't know that until literally recently. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So stretch your foot. It helps a lot. But it makes sense. Because I did legs yesterday. So I probably just stretched wrong on a muscle that isn't usually used to being worked out on. And calves are one of those things that is very, very difficult to, like, grow. I'm gonna put this away. Man, I love milk. I had to give up drinking a lot of it so I could lose weight. To be honest, I've been working out more, so my weight hasn't really gone down because I've been gaining muscle. So I'm like, is it working? Should I just pick up milk again? Because I calculated it out. I drank because whenever I eat food, I would usually drink milk unless I'm like out. And I would drink 2 glasses, I would say, of milk a meal. I would have to refresh it in the middle of the meal or so. So we're talking 4 to 6 glasses of milk a day. And when I calculate that out, that's 600 calories. So I was like, if I really want to lose weight, I think that's kind of a good example of a place to really get it. But I was worried about my calcium intake and my vitamin D, because I feel like most of my life that I've been drinking milk, that's where I've been getting it. And when I did some research, I started to eat chia seeds, black chia seeds specifically, which apparently has a lot of really good calcium, as well as good fiber too. So I'm still trying to decide if that's what's caught. There's something that I'm eating in the combo of my fruit shake and popcorn that just does not agree with my digestive system. There's something, and no, I am not lactose intolerant. I would have known by now if I was. No, there's just something that is in there that is as soon as I'm done, my body's just like, all right, emergency exit. I hope it's not the chia seeds, because it's such an easy add to the shake that it really doesn't like mess with the texture all that much. It doesn't mess with the flavor all that much, and it's really healthy for you, and it's good fiber. So I'm like, I really want that to pull through. All right, I'm just gonna get a refill on the water, and then we can continue. All right. Enough procrastination. Sorry, procrastination. I'm kind of vibing. I'm liking this. What we're doing here. Granted, do I kind of hate my drawing? Honestly, no. If anything, this... Oh gosh, I can't go that way. Come on. Stop drawing for 1 second, I just forget how to draw. But no, it's good to know, like, what the problem is, you know? And if this process makes me a better drawer, for the most part, then awesome, you know? Do I wish I was a little faster? Yeah. But in my experience, these don't even connect, interestingly enough. In my experience, speed comes with experience. Go slow. Take your time. Focus on learning the fundamentals. Focus on learning the little bits, the way to move your body, the organization, the order of things. And then once you know, once you think you understand it fully, is this... Let me look. Where's my second reference? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. It's just another line that pops up. I was thinking that this was, like, connected to that. No, it's just... Oh, boy. That went too far. Well, I don't even know where that was going. Come on. Not confident enough. Like, even my tracing isn't very accurate. Well, it's accurate, but it's not, you know, perfect. And it looks like instead of having these moments where they would all kind of mingle in and look weird, they would just shade it. Alright. See how squiggly that line was and how unconfident I was? And then I gained more confidence, and then I'm less accurate. But it looks like they actually like have like this thing like that, and then they do that. Right? They don't go all the way in. The lines disappear. After a certain point. It's not quite right. We do up, then it kind of peaks out a little bit, and then up. Right? I'm doing this the long way. And I know there's more stuff up top, but I'll erase that later. Oh, it looks like this isn't... No, it's more like... Come on, there we go. And we're just gonna bring it all the way in. Come on. Okay. Do we want to do the shading as well? We kind of did it a little bit, like here and there. Well, let's see, right? Did we want to do anything else with it? I think the best way to determine how it is, we just look at it this way. It's not bad, right? As far as the things that remain black, it is the chin and the face. That is literally it. Everything else is green. Which means I give myself a 10%. I give myself a failing grade. A 10%, where that 10% is literally just the shape of the head and where the position of the neck is. Everything else, the amount of what was replaced and or moved, is what determines the percentage. This is a failing grade to myself. But that's okay. I think there's a line up here. It's hard to tell because the smoke from the cigarette kind of blocks it a bit. But I think that's it. Let me switch over real quick for y'all. You can see this beautiful man's mug while I check something with. I'm checking the video that I'm referenced with it. I want to make sure that the second one that they do oh, that just comes through, huh? Is there a way to not make it go through? Let's see. Can I do... Input gain? That's device. I was hoping that there would be like a way to just not allow sound to come through. But as I'm trying to cut it down, it's not letting me. So, can I mute? It feels weird to mute a thing. Face without tracing, repeat. Got you. So it looks like the second time it will also be with green. But I'm trying to manually adjust it versus just copying it from the background. All right. So let's go ahead and let's make sure that I have the right thing. Okay, good. Hold on. Can we make a confident straight line? Can we do it? Oh! That was close. Nope. 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 I mean, kinda, but it's too low. Let's zoom in, right? Somehow worse. Somehow worse. That's good enough. All right. See, that's what I don't want. I want to grab the lines. Come on. Do I have to do like... Why won't it let me just grab and move this one? I'm clicking on the lines, damn you. I know what I have to do. I just have to do that. There we go. Look at that. And then now I open it back up. See? It's absolutely fine. Let's turn this up a little bit. Look at the look at the difference. Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo. Chat. We ain't going. We're not even gonna get through the second one of these, let alone 20. Maybe today, we can just focus on trying to finish one. Because honestly, you know what? Since we played Planet Crafter, I've been wanting to go back. It's got its hooks in me. It's got its hooks in me, chat. So we'll finish this out. We'll see where we're at. We could try it again, this time trying to make it a little more quickly. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I don't like looking at it. I don't like looking at it. I don't like looking at my own art. Oh god. But I mean, it's good to know, right? We need to shorten it. Now, do I have to manually do it? Actually, hold on. Let's see here. I'm switching y'all back. Look at his mug. Let's see if it goes through. It doesn't go through to y'all. I don't think y'all hear it. Let's see. Let's see if I can catch it on the stream. I don't think y'all hear it. Yeah, y'all don't hear it. Excellent. Let's see if I can... Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna watch this real quick. Again, this video is Oridays. The reason I'm not showing it on stream is because I don't want to take away... I don't want to take content away from people, if I can help it. If eventually down the road y'all want me to like react to like, because I love the YouTube horror scene, as far as just, oh gosh, what's the word? A lot of them are leaving my head right now, but a lot of this thing, like I've seen a good amount of like Wendigoon videos and things of that nature, where, you know, he kind of looks at and watches the like new really good spooky videos coming out, and I think that would be really fun to kind of like react to in real time with y'all. But I also know that you don't want to just take content away from people, you know? Not that I'm saying that's what he's doing, because I really don't think so. I think he adds like a lot to it. And a lot of times he's doing it with the creators also in chat that are just like there. But yeah, if that's something that y'all want to see in the future, then maybe. But for now, I very much, it's like Oridays, the one that I'm watching for this, ORIDAYS, and it's one of their more recent videos called The Fastest Way to Improve Your Art in 1 Hour. So I recommend checking that out. And that's kind of like the process that I'm following here. It said in the video that it was recommended to try to fit 3 in an hour. Maybe I'm comparing too much, because I did the hat, I did the hair, I did the face, I did all that. So I did a lot. But I was to say, I haven't even finished one in 2 hours. But this is also coming from an artist who does art for a living. So again, if you're not fast, it's okay. You will be fine. This is also saying that to me, looking at these things, being like, this is me, the guy she tells you not to worry about. That's so dumb. Alright, let's see if we can fix it, yeah? Yeah, in the video, it's literally like, copy the face. Do you get the face shape right? But it's also, they were going off of like cute anime girl. You know, like, one day you do the face, and then one day you do the hair, and then one day you do this. Whereas I'm like, there's not really enough of the face that I felt like I needed to, that I could have just done the face, because it's very hidden. Okay. So with this step, we're going to be adjusting this guy. This guy. And trying to do the same thing that we did here. Once we are done, we are going to we're going to overlay it on top of our reference, and then we're going to see how well we did. Basically, we're going to try to apply what we have just learned, and then see how well we applied it. And then we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do it again, right? There was a good notion where he said that unstable events, duration. So it's the Twitch server that's causing problems. Okay. So it looks like transmitter helps you diagnose issues with the broadcast for more information. Yeah, it looks like it's happening twice. Or has experienced some networking in noodling? Please let us know the issues you encountered below. My process experiences very large delay. Broadcast experiencing visual glitches. My process takes over 2 minutes to become online for viewers. I'm using a restreaming service and my ingest keeps disconnecting. Audio video configuration issues detected. Address will follow the optimize your streams following experience. Okay. Well, it seems okay for now. There does seem to be a hiccup for the most part, but we should be better now. Hopefully. Okay. weird. Weird, weird, weird. Bitrate is a little unstable, but I don't think it's my end. Literally nothing different is happening or has happened from the issues that I've had. So I guess we'll just keep it here for now. So if I keep dropping off and starting back up, I am terribly sorry. Hopefully it will fix itself. A little too big. Need a little bit longer. Like that. Yeah. And then... Nope. Kind of like a... Yeah. Still looks weird. It's still off, but it's better. That's the point. The point is that it's better. If I remember correctly, this needs to come up a little bit, like there. Then a little too far. And I forgot to eliminate that arrow, but we're just gonna... And then... Also, if it was my internet, the sound would have stopped. The music would have stopped. My music has been straight forward. So whatever the issue is, either has to be OBS or Twitch. Which I'm thinking Twitch, because OBS, for the most part, is also not like freezing up on me. So I apologize, chat. Blame Big Daddy Bezos. Okay, so it looks like this one just actually goes straight up. And then... like this one. Looks like it kind of begins in the same spot, though. No? Am I crazy? Is this me still being dumb? Who knows? Is today not going to be a blind, but instead just reference, and then Wednesday is going to be blind? Who knows? Who the hell knows? We got this. I need to keep going. I'm losing steam. I'm losing steam. I'm also losing Twitch. It's okay. We got this. We got this. It's fine. So what do we do after we compare the second one? Do we adjust it again? I say no. I say no. We don't adjust it. We just look at it. And then we just do it again. And we're just like, cool. What do we give ourselves? Do we give ourselves... I'm aiming for a C. I'm aiming for 70% of this being accurate. That's my goal. Okay, and then... I can already tell. This is too high up. It's still too long. I can see it. This ear's way too up. Which means the hair is way too up. Yeah. The hair needs to be like down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? No. Why did that happen? I don't want to mirror tool this. That's cheating. There we go. Ah, excuse me. And then this one starts a lot lower. Which means this should be more this way. Yeah. The eye looks way off, but it's fine. It's fine. It's really good. Gosh, that hair was bad. Looks like hay. Come on, a little more angle. There you go. Okay. I can't tell if that looks better or not. And then it's a little too far that way. Nope, too wiggly. It's fine. Better. It's better. Then we'll go like this, and then like that. Okay. It still looks wonky, but it looks hopefully better. Got a blown nose. Why are allergies a thing? Oh gosh. It's really unfortunate. I remember talking about that as far as it's kind of reminiscent of, you know what, let's go ahead and just get that out of there. Reminiscent of our white blood cells against parasites, eosinophils. I want to say it kind of branches out a little more. And then look at all those Discord notifications. I'm so popular. And then I have like an L and then like a little bit of hair sticking out there. And then that, but not all the way down, like right here. This was definitely closer. See how this has so much more? Maybe we should start there. So it's like here. A little too thick there. And then looks like this one, it was like maybe like that. Why does it look like not like it's supposed to be? I think the head is still too long. It's better, but it's still too long. Because this doesn't line up appropriately. See how this... Maybe this could be pushed up a bit. But I'm starting to see it more, which is honestly the important part. A little more than, and then that's the top. And then same deal on the other side. And then we go up here. Nope. 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 And then we just gotta go up. Go up a little bit. That might be a little bit off, but we'll see. Looks like this is starting like mid-ear. And it's... oh, not confident in the slightest. Let's do that. A little more comfortable on the hand. We'll try the shading thing as well. And then a little too wavy. And oh, a little too much there. A little more narrow, a little less squiggly, a little more squiggly. Better. This needs to be shifted up a bit. Let's actually just do... I know they said not to use transform or anything, but I think I'm okay with this one. I kind of just, it only needs to be like here, and then it was like, and then like that. And then this, and then it's like that. That, and then that. And then this one is the one where it's kind of done like that. A little thicker. Come on. And then, okay, this is, I feel it being too, narrow. But I can kind of see it. So this is bulbous,ing out too much to the right. So it's like I overcompensated, and now it's a width stretch. The right's being bulbed out a little bit. Yeah, honestly, if I took like this part and then shoved it left to make it more narrower, I think it would look good. My brain is skewing it, which is interesting because I never knew my brain did that. And that's kind of a really good idea with these exercises, is that it kind of shows your brain a little bit more. So like, see how it like does this motion, but over here it does this motion. Very different. Well, it's more like, all right. Are we ready for the test? Are we ready for the test? All right. Look at that. See how it should have gone like up that way? The ear's a lot closer. This is still stretched too high. I still very much stretched it too high. Honestly, the first one I did, where I then tried to stretch it out a bit more, might have fit this in a lot easier. Would have fit in a little better, right? The hair was too much to the left. The hair is too much to the right. The nose is actually pretty good. The mouth is just a little bit off. The hair here is okay. The hat is way too much to the right. There's like too much happening to the right. Like, if all I needed to do is literally just take and then free transform. See? See how it kind of fits in? And then if we take this part, shrink it down, see how it kind of actually starts meshing in? Actually, we're gonna free transform. I don't know why that's not on the automatic thing. See how that kind of fixes. It doesn't really fix the hat necessarily. But if I just skew this up a little bit. Right? So what I'm learning is that I have skew issues. I have skew issues. I don't know what you would call, if there's a special word for it, but my brain skews things. It elongates. So like the size is actually like this, the shape is there. My shape language is there. Imagining things three-dimensionally is there, but for whatever reason, my brain is like just skewing things either in a horizontal or longitudinal. So I need to make sure that like my shapes are solid. So I need to make sure that my shapes are not skewed. So let's go ahead and copy that. Okay, let's see here. All right, and then we'll make a new layer. This is, what did I say it was? Comparison, adjustment, original. So this is comparison. This is adjustment. Original. And then let's move the reference. Let's see here. Let's erase some of this. Let's turn this up a bit. Where's the erase tool? What happened to you? And then this one. Reference. So it definitely got better. But by how much do I give myself a C? I said my goal was a C. No, I do not give myself a C. I give myself... I was still having skewing issues. It's just less severe. It was still too tall, just not as bad. This time it was leaning to the right for whatever reason. I give myself a 40. So I went up 30 points today. So, do we have time for a blind reference? I mean, we have time for a blind reference. We have about an hour or so. But I think I need more time than an hour for a blind reference. So let's pick this back up. We'll do this again. We'll do a blind reference. And then we'll just make like an ongoing sheet of how this looks when we feel like we're in okay space, and see how it changes. Then we move forward with either a different reference, or we try except from a different angle. Right? Or maybe a completely different reference and then try that blind. Of Pip, or maybe of not Pip. We'll see. We'll see if I have the similar issues or similar problems with that other reference, maybe. There's a couple things we can go around it. Yeah, I think for this last hour, let's see, what could we do? We could do Archipelago for Factorio. That's fun. I played a little last night. There was some progression, but again, it's kind of one of those things where I think the ball's in other people's courts, where I can't move forward giving things that they need. Planet Crafter, maybe? I don't know how much we can actually get done in an hour in Planet Crafter, but I'm always down for that. Tonight, Dead Space. We plan on doing Dead Space tonight. That'll be at 8. Let us first. Oop. Oh, okay, so that's how I set that up. Okay. I was going to try to mute the things, but we'll be hopping up anyway. We could do our Helldiver dailies. Actually, that sounds good, because I feel like playing Planet Crafter will just make me want to play Planet Crafter for hours. That's not a game that I could just play an hour of. So let's take another break. I will put this up on I'll put this on the Discord later for kind of like a in progress kind of thing. And we'll play some Helldivers. Hold on, I'm watching the stream, kind of catch up, making sure I didn't reveal anything. Okay. All right. Be right back. Everyone get a drink of water. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna be updating. It's for democracy. Switch over to Helldivers 2. Update. Oh, I also need to update the drawing practice. Helldivers. There we go. And now we open up. Go ahead and unplug this.